Hi, Greg here, Kiwi Wanderers. Today I'm going to show you 5 ways we have increased the security on our Jayco Silverline. There's about 80 caravans a year stolen in New Zealand, so this might be worth a watch. Righto, Sandy and I, Kiwi Wanderers, we live in our caravan, so we've put quite a bit of thought into security. And yeah, today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 things we've done to our Jayco Silverline to, we consider, make it a bit more secure. And I'm going to talk about, well, in my opinion, there are 3 types of rat bags who are going to steal your caravan. Number 1 is the professional, and he's gonna, he's got all the gear, he's stealing to order probably, and yeah, very hard to stop him. If he wants your caravan, he's gonna get it. Number 2 is the amateur rat bag, and he, we think we can dissuade him with a couple of things that we've got fitted to our caravan. And then number 3 is the opportunist, really. Basically a guy who's got a tow bar on, and he drives past and thinks he needs your caravan more than you need it. So yeah, we've definitely got some strategies to stumble him. Right, so here we go. We'll talk about the 5 things that we have fitted to our Silverline. Righto, number 1 piece of security for our Jayco Silverline is just a trailer hitch. Pretty standard stuff. You can buy them for about, I'll find out how much. And really visible piece of security, fits over the front of the trailer hitch. I think they're relatively easy to get off with a battery powered grinder now. It wouldn't take too long, obviously pretty noisy. So I think harder to get off would be something like this, which fits up inside the tow ball and expands out, but it's not anywhere near as visible. So my choice is to go with the visible exterior padlock arrangement. So that's number 1. And how would the professionals deal with it? I don't even think it would slow the professional thief rat bag, professional rat bag down. He would just hook the tow bar on with a chain and drag it onto his low loader and bugger off. The amateur's probably going to be prepared for this, and as I said, he'll have a battery powered grinder and grind it off. So it's going to slow him down, but it's not going to stop him, that's for real. And then the opportunist, he's just going to see that on the tow bar and drive on by. So that's an effective way of discouraging him, because he is, opportunist. So that's number 1. Righto, number 2 piece of security is some sort of GPS tracking. I'm using the cheapest form available, and that is an old iPhone. It's an iPhone 6 maybe, and we have that permanently plugged in and hidden away in the caravan. Obviously you can then find it with the Find My app on any Apple device. There's a couple of things you need to bear in mind. One is that it needs to be quite well ventilated, because they can get quite warm if they're charged all the time. And also, on the same vein, it needs to have a fuse in the supply. So I just bought a USB supply from Jayco $20. And also you'll probably have to spend $20 a year keeping the SIM active. I think if you don't, I think that it's $20. I'll check on that. Okay, so that's number 2. And how are our rat bags going to deal with it? The first guy, the professional guy, is probably going to be well prepared for it. He'll have a GPS blocker that just interferes with the GPS signal locally and makes all GPS devices useless. The second guy, the amateur, he's going to possibly know about GPS and might have a GPS blocker. You used to be able to buy them on Trade Me. Thankfully they've stopped that, but you can still get them on Amazon out of the States or Aussie. probably pay anywhere up to, I don't know, $100 for a really good one, $30 for a munter. Yeah, so that's may or may not slow him down. The opportunist, if he takes your van, and he's probably not going to know anything about GPS tracking, so yeah, you'll be able to find your van and get it back, so that'll bowl him over. So that was number 2. Righto, third piece of security, see the wheel lock. Pretty standard stuff. There's a whole heap of different ones available. Yeah, and fit it onto the wheel. I'm sure you're all very familiar with that sort of visual thing. So the professional guy, he's probably not even going to worry about it. He may grind it off with a battery grind, but he's, yeah, as I said, he's going to just tow it onto his low loader in the middle of the night and bugger off. The amateur is probably going to be prepared for that, and so he, as you know, he's going to grind off the front thing. He's going to grind off this one as well, because we've got 2 visual things. It may dissuade him having 2 visual things there he's got to get rid of. He may move on to another van, and then of course the opportunist, he's going to drive by. He's too much trouble, he hasn't got the gear. So once again we foiled him, so that's good. So that was number 3. Righto, number 4 is our WITI security system. It's got a little remote that you push and it sets it off. I won't do that because we're, you know, it's the middle of the day in a camp. So it detects movement. It's a little module inside the van that detects movement, and when it detects it, it locks all the brakes on. It sounds a horn, an extra horn's been fitted to the van, and all the indicators and the park lights and the marker lights flash. So yeah, a pretty standard sort of type car alarm arrangement. Okay, so how will our guys deal with it? The professional guy may or may not know about it. He might break a window in the van and rip the battery cable off, which would stop all of that happening. But yeah, he may decide that it's too much trouble and bugger off. The amateur guy, he's gonna just, yeah, drop all tools and go, I would think, with all the noise, and that's how it's designed, and that'd be a good result. And of course the opportunist, he's going to be completely shocked if it goes off, and he'll be long gone. So yeah, good bit of kit in my opinion. Righto, number 5 is our motor movers. So yeah, everybody's, I'm sure, familiar with motor movers. We've got motor movers on our van, and one of the reasons we got them is so we can look out at the view. So here's the view from our van. Not too bad today, pretty good. But also, if we look down at how the van's situated, pretty hard for someone to come in and tow that, because the tow ball is, yeah. So that's our last form of security. Once again, a visual thing. And yeah, if we were in a really dodgy place, we might leave the motor movers engaged, which would slow these down again, because yeah, they have to wind them all off individually, and yeah, it would really slow them down. So how would the professional guy deal with it? If he still wanted it, he would, I'm sure he'd find a way of dragging it backwards onto his low loader and taking it off to his dingy workshop and do what he's going to do. The amateur guy, he's probably going to look at it and say, too hard, move on. And yeah, the opportunist is not even going to slow down, he's just going to drive on by. So those are the 5 things that we have to eliminate some rat bag taking your trailer. So summing up, if a professional wants your van, he's going to get it. That's plain facts, unfortunately. If you keep it in a secure storage yard or inside a shed out of view, he's not going to get that. But that doesn't help us when we're out and about trying to enjoy New Zealand. So yeah, you just got to have a bit of luck on your side. Hope a professional doesn't steal your van and put enough blocks in the way that maybe it'll make it more appealing to steal someone else's. The amateur guy, I think we've probably got him stifled. We've got a number of blocks in the way that's going to stop him from stealing our van. And the opportunist, I'd be very surprised if he even looks at stealing our van. We've got too many things on the go. So we live in our van full time, and we'll obviously put a little bit of thought into this. We don't want some ratbag stealing our home. We've got lots of other videos coming up, so if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you disagreed with any of the points in the video, please let me know in the comments. If you agree and would like more information, please let me know in the comments. So yeah, subscribe and like. Thanks.